Superficial people, deep people, part 3. If you are a strong follower of your religion, whatever the religion is, I don't care what it is, whatever group you're in, and you're a deep person, and the other people in your group are chats, you're going to feel like an outsider amongst your co-religionists. If you're the deep person in your religious group that get together, and they're chats, you'll feel like you're flawed, something's wrong with you, because you're going to be speaking in ways that may be outside the box, maybe even embarrassing to the others, and not knowing where you're coming from. So really, you have more in common with deeps in many ways. Of course, if you're with co-religionists that are deep, you're all deep, that you can really go deeply spiritually and emotionally in every way. But if you've had that feeling of being an outsider in your group, that can happen even when you have the same theology, the same basic religious beliefs. But you'll be able to maintain your relationship with your with God and the divine teacher that you follow, but you may not fit in with your co-religionists over that. That's a fact. Very important point for people to know. You may not even fit in with your own religious community. Okay, so now I'm going to open up. Anybody have any comments or questions? That's a pretty bold statement I made, and some of you may have had that experience. If you're deeps, you may have had that, whatever group you're involved with. Anybody have any comment or question you'd like to make about that?
I totally agree, Doctor. This is Maria.
Maria.
Yeah, I totally agree. Before last week, I had never heard of the concept of deep people and chatty people. It's the first time I heard about it, and I totally agree.
Well, as soon as you said that, I knew you were deep.
Yes,
I don't think chats will necessarily like this distinction. I don't think they want to address it, but it's important because we want to love the chats, we want to respect the chats, but on the other hand, we say we want to be respected too. We want our reality to be respected too. You have a right as a chat to be a chat, but we expect to be recognized in our rights, our God-given rights, and our rights as Americans to be deep. We don't want to be persecuted for it. We're not going to persecute you because you're a chat. We want that same respect. That's what I'm calling for, a respect of the deeps. I want this ended where the deeps feel like misfits, outcasts, oddballs, flawed. That's got to end. That's just got to end. It's going on too long.
I love it. Yes.
It's got to end. I'm glad you love it. I feel very good connection with you when you say that, because this is a very powerful statement of where we need to go as a society and as humanity. Tell me what you love about that, Maria.
Well, I never made a distinction as to why I feel outsider all the time.
You feel like an outsider all the time. Wow.
Most of the time. I can be chatty if I want to, but I get annoyed too quickly after a short amount of time.
Well said.
Until last week that I heard about this concept, I never even knew or thought about it.
It's a new concept. I've been talking about it for years on and off, but now I've given it a name. I've talked about it, but now it's coming to a head. And it got to a point where I say enough is enough. You have the right. Look, you've been feeling like an outsider for a long time. That's not right, Maria. That's not right. But you have a right to be deep, and they have a right to be chats. Now,
so I feel like most people hold back. They don't want to open up. Maybe fear that they're going to be misused or something. And that's pretty annoying that you cannot know a person.
That's right. It makes you feel very comfortable. You can't. The person's not going to let you know them, and that's their right.
Yes.
But, so it can make you very lonely around them. So you got to just let them be, and you may need to find a community of people that are deeps like we have in the honor movement. Now, we found, as you just said, that within 5 or 10 minutes, that 70% of the people become agitated or bored if its conversation remains superficial. 70% of people become bored or agitated of 5 to 10 minutes of it, just like you do. 5 to 10 minutes. That's what we found. And that's interviewing 1,800 people.
And I also totally agree with what you said last week about having more in connection with the deep people than more than color or race or ethnicity. It goes even above that.
Exactly. Because the deep people are a race unto ourselves. You have two white guys. One's a deep, one's a chat. The white guy will have one common with a black guy that's deep than he will with the other white guy. The black guy will have one common with the deep white than he will with a chat black. It's more important in the racing in terms of connection. It's more important in the sense of connecting to another person. Absolutely.
I totally agree, Doctor.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm putting a spotlight on it because I want to bring this oppression of the deeps. I want to bring that to an end.
That ended with me already. Thank you.
Good. Excellent.